Michael Manocchio. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer here at Pediatric Associates. I joined in 2018, so I've been here almost a full 5 years now. Prior to that was at a Medicare Advantage plan down here in South Florida, and prior to that about 10 years in investment banking, mostly healthcare focused. Reporting up to me is the inorganic side of growth, right? Acquisition-driven growth. I've led that team since I got here. And then more recently manage our real estate footprint as well as our clinician recruiting efforts. I think maybe like all of you, our growth and trying to understand the nuance of our business at the local level when we're now an organization with over 1,200 clinicians and over 250 locations in 7 states, right? I think, again, maybe like all of you, I long for the opportunity to truly wrap my arms around the entirety of a problem, right? To know that I can get to the right solution for a challenging situation. And I think as we've gotten bigger and more complex as an organization, that becomes a lot harder. So I think I do my best to try to break those problems down into bite-sized pieces, right? So that way they're solvable and don't seem quite so overwhelming. I think that's probably the most challenging part, maybe not even just for me, but for us as an organization right now. As my family will probably tell you, I am the least qualified person to answer that question. I've never been good at it, although it has been a goal of mine really in this part of my career to truly try to work on that. I think that the best thing that we can do, and it's the way that I try to conduct myself, is to give 100% effort when I have time allocated for work, and 100% effort when I have time allocated for home. So I've got 4 kids ranging from 7 to 16, and they deserve, I'll say, as much effort as Pediatric Associate deserves. And so making sure that I'm truly carving out time where I'm present and dedicated to them, that's I guess the best advice I could give. And believe me, it's aspirational advice for myself as well as for all of you. Personally, if I could just blow off for a day, I'd probably find a quiet place to sit and read a good book. I think one of the things that companies lose as they get bigger is maybe some of that ownership mindset, the idea that something isn't your responsibility because there's another department to pay attention to that or to focus on it. I think always being on the lookout for opportunities within the company, right, or within your office or within your department, I think that's key and gets noticed probably more than somebody realizes, right? Folks who really take initiative to issue spot and problem solve, as if the buck stopped with them, right? I think that's the most important piece. It's the way I try to conduct myself. It's the way I've always tried to conduct myself. Yeah, I think Tuesday, right? Maybe a weird answer. It's not Monday, which I don't know if anybody likes, but I still feel like I got enough time left in the week to get things done. Call, always. Sometimes it's less comfortable, but it's always better in the long run to pick up the phone and call somebody. Yeah, almost always at home. I can't remember the last movie I saw in a theater. It was probably one of the Star Wars movies when it came out, but that's a rare occurrence. So I'm not really a karaoke person, but I am known to belt out an 80s hit periodically. So I will go with Islands in the Stream, maybe just because of my love for The Office. Yeah, Apple. Those darn blue text bubbles got me, and I'm stuck. Book 95% of the time, but I'll watch a movie, particularly on an airplane ride. Vanilla, I like it year round, not just between October and November. Probably two of them, and they're not new. Frasier. So I don't know. I can't get enough of that show, even though it came out 25 years ago. And The Office. Watch a lot of it, and it's a good way to veg out for 30 minutes before I go to bed. Yeah, text, call, email, any way anybody wants to get in touch with me is great. One of the things that can be the detriment of working for a big organization is losing touch with each other, right? We're all humans. We're not just employees in a company. And so if anybody ever wants to reach out, I would love to chat about work or, just get to know each other. Always available.